Good afternoon, I'm Bailey Peterson. Sam Wright is away from the desk. New developments today involving the case of an Aberdeen woman who went missing 7 years ago. 19-year-old Morgan Bauer moved from Aberdeen to Georgia in 2016. A short time later, Bauer stopped communicating with friends back home. Today, law enforcement in Georgia provided limited details on the investigation. And again, this is a story we've been following since 2016. We have reporters standing by with team coverage. Sarah Parkin is live in Aberdeen with the reaction from Bauer's family. But we're going to get with Beth Warden to join us with the latest on the investigation. Beth?
Yes, Bailey, details were limited today, but authorities in Porterdale, Georgia provided some updates on what they are calling an active investigation. Authorities say new information related to the case prompted the search warrant for a large home in that area. Members of local law enforcement, the FBI, and the Georgia Bureau of Investigation were on the scene today. Authorities say items have been found on the property, but they did not provide details on what has been found. While this development is heart-wrenching for all involved, investigators are making a request of the family.
I would just ask for patience, and of course they have waited so long, and I know it's a little bit to ask them to wait a little bit longer, but they are the professional men and women out there searching, in the conditions they're in, are trying. So if they could just be patient with us a little bit, that we will update as soon as we know something and can tell them.
And another item of interest is the involvement of law enforcement in Peoria, Illinois. Investigators are tight-lipped about that connection for now, but are assuring that more information will be revealed. It's also worth noting that nobody is in police custody at this time. Live at the Now Desk, Beth Warden, Dakota News Now.
And continuing our team covered, Sarah Parkin has more on the story of Morgan's disappearance and how her family is taking the news of the latest development. She joins us live from the Aberdeen newsroom. Hi, Sarah.
Hey, Bailey. Morgan Bauer grew up here in Aberdeen. She attended Aberdeen Central High School, and her friends and family describe her as free-spirited and adventurous. That's why it wasn't unusual when in February of 2016, Morgan up and moved to Atlanta at just 19 years old. She was working as an exotic dancer in Gainesville, Georgia, but just 2 weeks after leaving Aberdeen, her family and friends lost contact with her. She was last seen being dropped off by friends at a gas station in Covington, Georgia, where she got into a green Eclipse with an unknown driver. Her phone's last ping was at Yellow River Park in Porterdale on February 27th. 2 days after her loved ones lost contact with her. When I spoke with Morgan's mother about her case just 6 months ago, she was still hopeful her daughter, or at least some answers, would be found.
So I just think most in our family think that she's gone. I have a lot of people who ask me what I think. In this case, it's really hard because I want to hold on to hope.
I spoke with members of Morgan's family today, and they know about as much information as we do, as the investigation is ongoing and authorities are releasing little details. And although it's frustrating to wait 7 years for any answers, Morgan's family says they're grateful for the search today and the potential to find out what happened to Morgan. Bailey, back to you.
Thank you, Sarah. Of course, stick with Dakota News Now as more unfolds in this case.